Hey guys, Chaps and Dodger here with a follow-up to our last live stream. So near the end of our last live stream, we mentioned how official spoilers, as we're calling them, essentially ruined the campaign for us and probably many other people. We said that we'd have a video coming out shortly highlighting many of the aspects in these official spoilers. So guess what? Here's this video. So
Woo.
enjoy.
Oh boy.
All right. I guess we'll walk through the campaign in somewhat of a chronological order. Just going through all of the official spoilers that pretty much ruined everything. So Dodger suggested that we start off by going through all the things that were officially spoiled before the launch trailer, because even at that point, a lot of people were complaining about spoilers, and then the launch trailer came out and just was over the top, way too much.
Oh,
so, yeah. Let's start off. DBs. It's ruined that they were in the game. I don't have a terrible problem with that. It was a really big aspect of the game. It was something they needed to show off. They sort of made it fairly obvious that it was a huge aspect of the game. It would have been nice just to see something small about that. Do you have any thoughts on DBs?
Well, when in the game where they put showcase the DBs, and that was at Marcus's residence, like his estate. And you thought okay, maybe the DBs will play a smaller role. It's going to be let's say 2/3 swarm, 1/3 DBs and stuff like that. It's fine. Like the initial thoughts was the DBs was not a very good idea, but they've kind of grown on me. But I think they should have revealed that yes, the DBs are coming into the game and stuff like that. It's just that I think they should have showcased the DBs only in Act 1, because when you play the game, not counting the prologue, the entirety of Act 1 is just DBs and more DBs and a lot more DBs. And then you fight some swarm, and then you go to Marcus's house, and then a whole bunch of more DBs. It's I thought the swarm was the big enemy, so just because you already knew what was going to happen at Marcus's estate. It's just a whole nother act of DBs. And it's just it ruined the moment of showcasing Marcus.
DBs.
Well, no, it ruined Marcus's debut in Gears 4, because they kind of already showed it in a way.
Yeah.
Which is a nice little segue.
Yeah, so the next point I have here is that they ruined that Marcus is in the game. Yeah, that's a really big marketing thing for them. It was great to have John DiMaggio out at Comic-Con and stuff and announce that he's in the game. But showing gameplay with Marcus and showing that you're playing with him means that he's a larger aspect of the game. That sort of ruined stuff for us. Dodger mentioned it would have been fine if they just said, or just showed the Welcome Home James thing, which, yeah, that probably would have been fine with me. But, yeah, I just wasn't a fan of how much they showed off Marcus. They really, in the game, they made it seem like it was a big deal. It seems like you were supposed to be surprised when he walked through that door and it was, "Hello, James." But nobody was surprised because that was, or "Welcome home, James." Nobody was surprised by that.
Yeah, no one asked the question of is he going to be with us? Is he going to be an NPC player? But we were already shown that because of the dam footage, and now with the DB footage, it's here's 2 full segments of at separate times, and it's just
and you know that they are completely different points of the game because the game was announced that it took place over one day. So when one is at night and one is clearly during the day, it's very different aspects of the game or points in the game.
Yeah. And we'll talk more about that damn footage with the launch trailer, but We're not going into that yet, but the dam footage has a lot more to it as well.
Yeah. Let's see. So also at E3 they showed let's talk about the catapult segment. This was a cool little thing showing off the wind and how that has effects and things like that. This is sort of a minor gripe of mine. I thought it was a cool segment how you had to act play co-op essentially, where someone shot the catapult and someone else fired or shot the thing out of the air. That was a really cool aspect. Unfortunately, that was pretty much the only spot in the game where you had to do that. But it would have been cool to try to figure that out on your own instead of having that like as one of the things they showed off.
And a weird part about that is that if you play solo, you just fire the catapult and you just have to aim it perfectly so that it hits the Raven, not that, oh, the other person shoots it and then it just rains fire on that Raven. Like, when I played solo, I never had that option. It was just, okay, just shoot it. And that was it. So it was kind of weird.
And then following up to that segment, you saw Reyna screaming at the Kate screaming about Reyna, about the fact that her mom got taken.
Mm-hmm.
So you knew that Reyna got taken somewhere before that section. You knew that they were going after her. You didn't know that the entire point of the game was going to be going after her, but
right.
You had a decent idea. Not a huge fan of that. I mean, so a couple of these things we mentioned, remember, these are all things that were essentially just shown at E3 or during the Comic-Con stuff. E3 and Comic-Con, they ruined a couple small aspects of the game, but there were a couple big plot points, I think, or things that were supposed to be big plot points that were overshadowed by the fact that we already knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Dodger, do you have anything else to talk about before we get into the the launch trailer?
The launch trailer? Well, just another thing about the Reyna part is that the cutscene of when Reyna gets taken was like, let's say if you didn't watch the launch trailer, right? You would kind of know that, like, oh, this is when Reyna's going to get taken. It's like, oh, the swarm's attacking, cool. Like, because there was no like, oh my gosh, what the heck's happening? But it's like, no. I already know how this is going to end.
Actually, another thing that came up before the launch trailer was the Horde teaser. So the two things that I would have liked to see changed on the Horde teaser is, one, remove the Kestrel. That would have been cool to...
Right?
That would have been really cool to like just see in game for the first time. Like, oh god, there's this giant helicopter coming after me. And then also
why is it attacking us?
The Scions. You saw the Scions for the first time.
Yep.
It would have been nice to have not seen those. But once again, they did showcase the first 50 waves of Horde before the game came out, so you would have seen the Scions there anyways.
Yeah.
And then the mule section, or the motorcycle section. This was also before the launch trailer came out.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this in one of our other episodes, or one of our live streams. It was before the launch trailer came out, we essentially knew you were pissing off the cog, you would end up finding Marcus, the DBs would come and attack, you would fight through his place, and then there would be an escape scene on these motorcycles. You knew all of that before the launch trailer came out, and that seems a bit excessive that we knew all of that already.
Yeah, I mean, I think if the motorcycle section would have been a lot better if we did not know that it was going to happen. It should have been like, Marcus is talking about this, these mules, like that we're going to, like, this is how, like, this is like their escape plan. But it's like, but what is he talking about?
Well, we sort of knew that the motorcycles were going to be there too because of the limited edition statues. But
that is true, yeah.
But yeah,
I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, launch trailer time.
Launch trailer time. Let's do that.
So, let's get the big one out of the way.
Let me just make one statement. This launch trailer, in my personal opinion, it was one of the worst marketing decisions by showcasing so much of the game. It's just.
You didn't watch the launch trailer too. Right? Let's throw that out there.
I did not watch it. I watched it right after I beat the campaign the first time.
I watched it when it came out, and I wish I had not watched it. This was an absolutely terrible marketing decision. The other things that we've talked about so far, I'm not too happy with, but I could have lived with those.
You could have lived with it, yeah.
This one just completely ruined the campaign for me. Alright, so let's get this big one out of the way. So you see Marcus get taken.
That's big.
And first of all, that's a really big part in the game. And you spoiled the fact that he got taken. That's stupid to begin with. But then that causes all the speculation of, oh man, did Marcus die? Is Marcus gonna die? Oh my god, nobody knows. Which is supposed to be this big thing that you're wondering throughout the entire game. But guess what? Flashback to what we were talking about earlier in the video.
The damn footage!
The damn footage. That damn footage.
That damn footage!
You see gameplay with Marcus. So,
and not like a demo gameplay, like a full level.
Yeah.
Too.
So Marcus gets taken, and you're like, oh god, is he gonna die? No, you already saw him later in the game.
Yeah.
Which means he's alive. Either he's alive or they have an extremely extended flashback segment for no reason. But, so, yeah, they completely ruined the fact that Marcus was alive, which, out of the Marcus getting taken, Marcus being shown that he's in the game, and Marcus being alive, the fact that he's alive is the biggest of those moments. They ruined all three of those, but I can't believe God, that was...
See, the thing is that when you bust Marcus out of the pod, and, you know, there's supposed to be that tension, like, is he dead? Oh my god, is he dead? Like, I'm gonna destroy my Xbox if he's dead. No, I already knew that. My friend did not watch any, you know, trailers, any footage, after the catapult section, the Marcus reveal of Welcome Home, James. That was all he saw. He had that 1 to 2 seconds of, is he dead? Did they kill off Marcus? He had that moment. A lot of people, at least the people who kind of paid attention and stuff, got cheated out of it.
Yeah.
They didn't have that moment.
And you're cheating out the hardcore fan. The ones who pay attention to stuff are the ones that you're cheating.
Yeah.
It sucks. Okay, you see in the launch trailer, you see Cole.
Woo! An older Cole too, so it's like, okay, he's not part of the.
You know it's not a flashback.
Yeah.
You know it's not the prologue. You know it takes place in the current time, and then the entire last part where they're talking about, can we call him? Can we call him? So I don't know about all of you guys. Schwartz and I played the campaign co-op first time through. We knew they were talking about Baird the whole time.
I knew, yeah.
From the way they were talking about, you knew they were talking about Baird, and you knew Cole was going to be there. So, and you know they're buddies, so you sort of knew they were coming together.
Yep.
Even if you didn't know Cole was coming, you may have been able to predict something like that. But the fact that you knew Cole was coming, it was extremely obvious.
Oh yeah.
And then
I mean, one thing I will say is that I did not see Sam.
I didn't see that one coming.
I did not see that one coming. Just like, oh wow, hey. and just that interaction between her and Baird in that first part was just it was just so good. It was just, you know, little.
That was awesome.
Hey. I'm just glad they didn't, you know, cheat us out of that one too.
Yeah. So speaking of that part where they come up, you come around the corner after fending all this stuff off, and these two giant robots walk up to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're supposed to be, oh god, no, we thought we were getting saved, but there's this other enemy right before us.
And and they were talking about like, well, Marcus says it's clear, but, you know, we already said don't say clear anymore, but he said it's clear, and Well, Marcus, you can fight everything off by yourself because he jinxed us. Oh shit, 2 robots.
Oh god,
my
2
god.
giant robots. Oh wait.
Oh wait.
We already saw this in the trailer. We know
Yours.
that we're going to be using them.
Yep.
Well, that sucks. Oh. Hey, you know that, like, spinning helicopter thing you put on the robot's arm?
Yeah, do a whole, was it Pacific Rim thing? Yeah.
Wait, that was in the trailer, too.
That was in the trailer, too?
What?
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah. That was... That was not good to include.
Definitely not good.
The boss. You know you're getting close to the end of the game. You go down into this section that is clearly shown in the trailer with a giant boss dude, the thing, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Down there. You see that in the trailer. You're like, this is going to be the boss fight. What is that noise?
Neighbors and his motorcycle.
Nice.
But I will want to say one thing is that this was going back to the giant DBs. A similar situation happened with the Brumac level in Gears 2, where it kind of showed kind of like a third-person view of the Brumac in one of the trailers from Gears 2, and we kind of already knew. Well, I mean, at least I knew because I watched it. Like, wait, we're gonna ride a Brumac? That's gonna be awesome. But then that was my moment of not having that moment, but still like, oh, that's gonna be awesome. Like, it should have been like, oh my god, I'm riding a Brumac now. This is so cool while you're playing it. But
well, even if they didn't spoil those giant robots, I don't know if I would have been that impressed with it.
Yeah, probably because it's
very similar to the Brumac section.
It's very similar to the Brumac section, yeah. Yep.
Those are the main spoiler points. So we predicted pretty much everything that happened in the game except for the part where they went underground. We didn't know that part. We didn't see Sam coming, and then the thing with Reyna's little emblem,
necklace amulet thing.
Yeah, that part at the end. Those are pretty much the only things we didn't predict based on official spoilers. These aren't things that got leaked. These are things that the Coalition officially announced. Which, okay, some of these are really big things, and I still can't believe they did them. Some of them are very small, but if you paid attention, they add up to something bigger.
Yeah.
And it just seems like lazy marketing to me. I never want to see any video game company do this. And yes, sure, some of the things may seem small, and we might be getting too worked up over it. But you think, we love Gears, we want to play this campaign, and part of the reason that you love a campaign is your first playthrough. It's being surprised by something. It's having a genuine surprise and anticipation, trying to think what's going to happen next. We completely lost that. We don't have that when you guys spoil everything for us. That's why I haven't put out any review of the campaign at all. I mean, there's been a couple things where I objectively say, okay, this part was well done, this part was kind of stupid or lazy, but I can't give my opinion on the campaign. It literally was ruined for me. Schwartz and I spent the entire campaign saying, oh, well, we know this is going to happen. Oh, we know this is going to happen.
There's one thing I'd like to add. We forgot to talk about was the prologue. We knew we were going to get a prologue thing.
Yeah.
That would have been so much better. I mean, some of the best parts were the two the Asphalt Fields thing. That was cool. It was awesome, but kind of already knew that was going to happen. The other 2 points, E-Day and the Last Stand at Anvil Gate, those were awesome because I didn't know those were going to happen.
Yeah.
But if I did not know that a prologue was going to happen, it would have been so much better, because the prologue is probably my favorite start of a Gears game ever. That is how, they did that perfectly of how to start Gears 4.
Yeah. So, in conclusion, don't spoil stuff. And another thing that might be sort of obvious to most people, but didn't really seem that you guys understood this, is don't show gameplay near the end of the game. From showing the damn gameplay or showing anything near the end, you're spoiling who is still alive or who might be dead or some other things at that point. If you hadn't shown that damn gameplay, we may have thought, oh my god, is Marcus dead? But no, we already knew that.
Yeah.
I was very, very not happy with the way the marketing was handled for this. If you want to market your game, show off some awesome aspects of it, don't show campaign spoilers. Show cool action stuff. Don't show spoilers.
Yeah. Like, my thing is only show the first third. So, Act 1, during, when they're in Settlement 5, and then Act 2, after the Swarm attack the Outsiders outpost and stuff like that. And then the last part should be when they go to Marcus's estate and, the welcome home, James. That should be the latest part. Everything else should have been showcased. That's just my own personal opinion. Just, you only show the first third.
Yeah. Shame on you, TC.
It's a great game, great campaign. It's just like,
I don't even know if it's a great campaign. I've only played it once through. I've literally only played it once through, and Schwartz and I spent most of the time.
I'm about halfway through my insane playthrough right now.
Right. Schwartz and I need to do that at some point.
Yeah.
All right. You have anything else to add? Let's go play some Horde.
Let's go play some Horde. Arguably the best part of Gears 4. Yeah.
All right. See ya.
Bye.